We definitely don't want all these like cut up shit boxes that later came in our drifting world, right? Have some pride. Have some pride in your builds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's nice to see that's like how it is now, because back in the day, like my car was gutted interior, and it was just the worst thing to ever fucking drive on the street. And now, like that I'm getting older, it's like, man, I just want to go out and I want to look at my dash and I want carpet and I don't want
I
it to
want AC.
rattle.
Dude, I want AC, right? So like that was like a huge thing. I think Milo that works with us in Drift Indy has like this awesome looking Z Z33, and he's just like sitting in the car like at no star bash. It's hot as fuck outside. Like I think I'm on grid with like Diddy, and the dude's like sitting in his car, windows are up, helmets on, and AC and music is blasting. And this guy is just like, yeah, man, this is awesome. I'm like, fuck you, it's hot out here.
Yeah, and that's like it's kind of cool to see that kind of what it's kind of turned into lately with some of the cars and setups, like very dialed, very super low, very stylish, and just like the best
Love
looking
it.
things out there. And then
Love it, dude. I love it. I love every single moment of it, man.
yeah,
I love every single moment of it. And you kind of had like mentioned like Final Bout earlier and stuff, and it's like, yeah, dude, like that. Those dudes have done something really cool. I think that they've paved a little bit of a way, right, in the U.S. today with the grassroots and what people are seeing. But I always tell the young guys like, know your history, right? Know your history.
yeah,
Know your history. But at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, like it's all about, the cool looking cars. Think about everyone that's like watching this right now. Like, think about why you got into drifting. I promise you, it wasn't because you saw a shit box car with no bumper, like going kind of sideways at a track. You probably saw like a sweet ass looking car and you're like, damn, that shit's cool. You know what I'm saying? Those are the cars that are getting media coverage. Those are the cars that are like everybody wants to see what's up with them. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And in reality, it's like keep it very simple. Don't overcomplicate it. You get like a lot of young dudes that overcomplicate their builds and shit. They have to have a full blown race car on the first day that they show up to a drift event, and that's not it.
yeah,
My buddy Reese Marin would say like, yeah, dude, those dudes don't know what they're what they're doing. I just had like this picture of Reese Marin come into my head. But it's just like those things. Like dudes overcomplicate this. You could get like a stock Z, put it on some like BC coilovers, um, put a seat in it, right? Put a seat in it,
mm-hmm.
and strap yourself in. Let me think. Put some cool wheels on it, right?
Yep,
Cool wheels, some decent, tires, some Kenda tires or some shit like that are not that expensive, and go on track. Register for your drift event. Drift events today go from like $99 to like 175, depending on what type of a drift event that is, and
yep,
that's unheard of. Like that is cheap. Like drift dudes need to realize that is cheap. You get into HPDE or like anything else in racing,
yeah.
it's completely different and more expensive. you know
Yeah, and that's it. Like, if you get an HPDE, you start having to get all the safety equipment, and then you have to start going through. And then what people don't realize is you can go drifting, weld your dip for $50, and then go on Amazon or something like that and buy
Yo,
tires.
who's welding? Dips are $50 to weld now.
Oh no, I was like, well,
Oh, okay.
actually, I, when I was drifting, or when I have
Yeah,
money for it, I'll usually go out and go on Amazon, get free shipping because of Prime, and ship tires straight to my house, and they're like
yeah,
$50 a piece. It's so cheap. And
yeah.
if you're gonna go road racing, if you have to buy 200 treadwear tires, that's a couple $100 a tire. And it's
A
just you
pop.
could do it
Yeah,
very cheaply, and you could do it very
you can
simply
still
too.
simply, and you could still be stylish.
Hmm.
You could still be stylish. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, totally, dude. No, I totally see eye to eye with that with you. So
Yeah, and it's nice to see that there's like more of the. I hope more of these events kind of pop up, because it's kind of nice to see something different. And I know there's a lot of people that just go out to the D days and never really get into the competition aspect side of it. But it's kind of cool that you guys have started something that's not full leaning to like the Formula D style stuff, but still like at the grassroots level stuff where you can still go have fun and have a party half the time.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. I think there's like again, I think drifting right comes in all shapes and sizes and styles and stuff. And there's a place and time for it. But yeah, I do agree. I think at the grassroots level, I think, dudes for one, stay safe and stuff. You could keep it on a budget. Have some pride in your car. I think that was like learn from the old days, right? Of like dudes just rattle canning their cars, stripping all their interior out. I'm pretty sure those older guys would like to buy that interior nowadays, right? um, but there's like again, there's like a time and place for like that, pro-am style, pro two, pro style of drifting. And I think that in a way is kind of developing as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Along with the grassroots, man.